Hey, what's going on, guys? Bizkit Rebellion, and welcome to episode, I think it's 4 of Comic Book Talk. Yeah, it's definitely 4. And today's episode is kind of an interesting one. This all started with a conversation that I had with a friend when we was watching clips and videos of Comic-Con. He mentioned this one thing, and it was, don't you wish that DC or Marvel kind of end the story to certain characters? And I asked him, what do you mean by ending? You know, like killing them off? He said, no. Basically, just end their story. Like, end their story arc. This will be the last thing he does before you'll ever see him again. You know how they end shows or end animes where it's the official ending and then this will be the last time you'll see any of these characters. You know, haven't you wished that DC or Marvel ever did that? And that got me thinking, wow, I never really thought about it, because DC and Marvel have a history of keeping these characters for a very long period of time, especially DC. Marvel, in a way, now they're killing them off. So, yeah. But basically, this whole question is, if you had to end a character's story, or at least if DC or Marvel had to end a character's story, not by death, but basically retirement, if you think about it. Like, he just retires and that's it. This will be the last time you'll see him. The end of the adventure, basically. What character would you want to see end their story? And I'll repeat it again, it's not death, it's kind of like retirement in a way. Because I do kind of figure that you don't need death to end a guy's story. It's more better if you do retirement. But let's go with retirement, because next week's episode is kind of like death in a way. But anyway, yeah. If DC or Marvel had to end a superhero's story, who would it be? Now, on the DC side, this got me thinking a lot, because a lot of characters on DC, I actually do wish that their stories ended. One, because of fear that if they keep on continuing with this character, they're gonna make him trash or suck or basically not the same, because I'm kind of afraid of change, which is what I hate about New 52. And second, basically, I just want to see new people. I mean, the same old, it gets boring from time to time. It really does. But anyway, this might bring up some controversy, but for the DC side, I am going to have to say Bruce Wayne from Batman. Yes, the infamous, the face of DC, apparently. Yes, I'm picking Bruce Wayne for this one. Why? Because, I don't know, like, first off, of course he's the most popular superhero in DC. We all know that. But the thing is, though, they over-exaggerate him so much. They put so much, how do you say, conflict, drama, stories. It's just like, just let the character be happy for once in your life. Well, they can't do it because apparently Batman has to be dark, has to be grooming. Everybody completely forgot about the Silver Age and how he acted there. It just has to be dark and depressing. I don't know why they have to do it that way. But yes, I want them to end his character, or at least his story. Now, if you are going to rage at me saying that, why would you want to end Batman's story? There's no Batman without Bruce Wayne. That is a goddamn lie. And you know that damn well. You know why? Because it's like, Batman Beyond is a huge example that contradicts that idea that you just mentioned, or at least people who are thinking that way. Dick Grayson becoming Batman, also a big contradiction. And that proves your theory wrong. And there was also another person that became Batman when Bane broke Batman's back and had to replace him for, like, I think a year or two. But he became mentally insane. Everybody forgot about his name, but I think it was Jean Paul something. I can't even remember his full name, but it was way long time ago. But he also became Batman. What happened there? But anyway, yes, I want them to end his story. And he's not the only one in this. To be honest with you, I too also want Clark Kent's story to end. I mean, I've been dying for Superboy to take up the Superman mantle and become Superman. But he can't because Clark Kent is still Superman. I don't know. It's like DC is afraid to end these characters, maybe because of fanboy backlash. I mean, I could really understand that, especially if you've been going with a character for like, what, 75 years? I really could understand that. But the thing is, though, there's going to come a point where people are going to hate the same old, same old, same old. We want to see new characters. I mean, new story, yeah, great. But the thing is, with the same characters, I mean, come on. Bring some new people in here. And they're trying with the New 52. They really are. It's just that they're using the same old people. It's crazy. But anyway, back to the Bruce Wayne part. When Dick Grayson became Batman, for at least 1 year, before the events of, I think it was Flashpoint. Yeah, Flashpoint. No, wait, before the events of Batman: The Return of Bruce Wayne. He did a good job. This is the only time I ever acknowledge Dick Grayson for doing something good. Because everybody knows in this channel that I hate Dick Grayson, especially Nightwing. His persona for Nightwing. But anyway, when he became Batman, he was great. I literally liked him. And I wanted more until Bruce Wayne came in. To be honest with you, that event, that Return of the Bruce Wayne thing, to be honest with you, I think that's that is centered around fans. The reason that exists is because fans cried. Well, not cried, but got angry over the fact that Bruce Wayne died. I don't know if fanboys realize this, but characters die all the goddamn time. They die all the goddamn time. And ironically enough, some of them actually get resurrected a lot. Yes, they really do. And it's not surprising I saw that in DC, but still, it's just that finally we get that closure with Batman. Well, not exactly, because he kind of like died over a Superman villain. I mean, it would have been better if he died from a Batman villain. But I enjoyed the fact that, okay, that's saying it wrong. Because I don't want to get backlash for this. How should I say? I felt content that Dick Grayson became Batman. It was like, okay, now we got this new Batman. Let's see what he can do. And let's see if this Batman can beat the original Batman. I want to see that. But apparently, DC couldn't do it. They brought back Bruce Wayne. I don't know. They should have kept him dead, to be honest with you. But, yeah, that's all I'm going to say for DC. Mainly Batman. I mean, he's not really my #1 person that should end the story. It's just that there's so many characters, and I have to pick certain ones. And Bruce Wayne is the only one that came in my head. I mean, Superman too, but the thing is, Superman's kind of immortal. So in a way, he can live almost forever. I mean, his life long... How do you say this word? The longest time he can stay alive is probably like 1,000 years. I really don't know. They never estimate it, but he can live more than 200. So he can live for a very long time. Obviously, because he is an alien. But still, that doesn't really mean anything. As long as he has that, DC is probably not going to end his story. So I am kind of okay with that, but I kind of wish that Connor Kent became Superman in a way. But he can't because, boom, the New 52. But anyway, enough about DC. Let's go to Marvel. This one also might bring a little bit of backlash, especially if you're kind of Spider-Man fans. Yes, I'm going to say Spider-Man for Marvel. Peter Parker. They kind of did end his story in Ultimate Spider-Man. To be honest with you, I want his story to end overall and for somebody else to become Spider-Man. If you actually read through Spider-Man's comics, he has suffered a lot. But I mean a lot. Not even that, like even after his marriage, he suffered a lot. In fact, I think, let me see, before Marvel Now, there was this event that happened that led to Aunt May becoming sick, and the only way for Peter to save Aunt May is to prevent him and Mary Jane from ever becoming a couple, or at least falling in love. And Peter accepts this. I mean, he denied it at first, but then he accepted it because Mary Jane mentioned, that if we are truly meant to be together, we're going to be together anyway, regardless of this, and we can beat this. So Peter Parker accepts, and he's no longer with Mary Jane. Now he's with some other girl that actually caused a lot of backlash when she was first announced. So I feel sorry for the writer for that comic. But anyway, basically Peter Parker. I don't know. I was kind of, how do you say? I mean, I was mad, but I was kind of happy at the same time in Ultimate Spider-Man when they decided to choose the death of Peter Parker and permanently replace him with Miles. If you don't know who Miles is, I'll probably put the link in the description below so you can guys check it out. But yeah, he's now the new Spider-Man. And I was content a little bit because I wanted to get to know this person. But the problem is he is also receiving backlash because a lot of people are comparing him to the original, which really, I could understand that. It's just, give the guy a chance, man. Really, give the guy a chance. I mean, he just became Spider-Man, for God's sake. I don't know. People are crazy sometimes. But anyway, yep. Peter Parker, man. Peter Parker, he has to just end his story. I mean, there's nothing wrong with ending character story. There really isn't. I don't know why people like more. And they even go as far as to say, this character isn't this without this. That is a goddamn lie. Did everybody forgot about, or at least on the DC side, did anybody forgot about the Legion of Superheroes? I think that's what their name is. You know, the ones that came from the 24th century? That there was a Superman, the 4th, Batman, I think the 6th, I'm not even sure. Flash, the 4th as well, is like these new characters who become their personas. I actually wanted to learn more about them. Notice the differences between them and the original. Or what does this guy have that the old Superman didn't have? Like that. But we're not able to see them a lot because nobody cares about them, apparently. I mean, yes, I understand you grew up with these characters. You grew up... I mean, I'll be sad, too, if they permanently, how do you say, end Clark Kent's story. You know, Superman. And they replaced him with Connor Kent. I'll kind of be sad for that. But the thing is, I'll also be content because then that way I feel like I'm at peace knowing that his story ended. Like, that's it. His story ended. It ended this way. I'm glad. Maybe they'll end it in a happy way. And if it did, I'll be super glad. Yes, they ended his story in a happy way. I can finally be at peace and focus on this new character. Plus, not only that, that discourages new characters. That really does. Anybody that's a new character is being shunned down because of old characters. They should at least, I don't know, like, give the new characters a chance. A spotlight, for God's sake. How many times have I seen Batman games? I mean, I want to see freaking other games. I've been dying for a Teen Titans game. Not the one based on the show, but just based on the comics. I've been dying for that, and I still haven't got it. What the hell? I've been dying for, Constantine game. I don't know how they're going to pull that one off, but yeah, I've been dying for a Constantine game. Or even a show. How about a Swamp? I'm not even sure if you guys even know any of these characters, but basically they're on the Vertigo side of DC. I'm not sure. Yeah, they are. How about a Hellblazer show? Well, actually, that'll be too graphic. Never mind. How about Justice League Dark? Yes. Put Justice League Dark as a show. I would love to see it. But no, it's outweighed by the new Batman show. Let's ignore Teen Titans Go for a while. I still haven't seen a new Superman show, which I'm kind of sad. What happened to Wonder Woman? Like, did everybody just completely abandon her, or at least put her on Justice League now? What the hell? As for Marvel, I also want to see the Uncanny X-Men. I think they do have shows for that. Or at least games. I'm not even sure. I think they do, yeah. How about another Ultimate Spider-Man game with this new character? Oh my god, we get to finally have more character development for this guy. We get to know him more. But apparently they won't do that because they're stuck with the same old, same old. To be honest with you, if I was to work in comics, which I plan in the future, or at least I'm going to try to. I can't guarantee you that, but I'm going to try to. The way how I'm going to do it is this. I'm going to do my story. And if a character dies, I can resurrect them only once. Or at least try the Ultimate Spider-Man way, except theirs is kind of extreme in a way. Because their rule is, you know, for Ultimate Spider-Man, their rule is if anybody died, they will not bring them back. For my, my stories, if I kill off a character, and depending if a lot of people want him back, or if I want him back, or if him returning will be a good addition to the story, then I'll bring him back. But just once. After that one time, if he dies again, I'm not bringing him back. And also, if I was to make my own comic book company, which probably will get backlash, and outweighted because of DC and Marvel, but I'm gonna try. You know, there's nothing wrong with trying. But anyway, if I do manage to pull that off, I'm gonna try to end character stories. I really am, because especially if the ones that really deserve it. I mean, yeah, you can say, oh, you can write more with this character, but it's just that, come on, I just ended his story, man. I just ended his story. He could have had a happy life. He's probably tired of this. You don't know that. But no, you just want more. It's like, come on. Really? Really? Leave the guy alone, goddammit. But anyway, that's enough of my short little rant. Wow, that actually lasted 5 minutes, or at least longer than I expected. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Do you like the topic? Because this is kind of unique. I never seen anybody on YouTube talk about this, except for character deaths. That's besides the point. Do you have any character from both DC and Marvel that you want their story to end and be replaced by a new guy? Just let me know in the comment section below. And if you disagree with this, let me know why. Because I actually really want to know, why do people insist on wanting the same characters? And why they also make this idea that, oh, there's no Batman without Bruce Wayne. Shut the hell up, man. What happened to Terry McGinnis? What happened to Dick Grayson? Oh, let's ignore Dick Grayson because I kind of hate him. But yeah, what happened to Terry McGinnis? Yeah, everybody forgot about him, apparently. Yeah. Oh, no, he was from the show. Oh, yeah, but you do realize they made a comic book series about him. So he's now officially kind of canon in a different universe, though. So yeah, you can't really do that. You can't use that excuse anymore. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the description below. Also, by the way, I apologize for not sorry, speech impediment. I apologize for not uploading for like a while. I've been busy. I've actually created new stories so I can start, you know, my comic book future. But, you know, just short outlines and stuff like that. I mean, it's better to start now than too late. I really want to get this comic book business going. I mean, obviously I don't have money for a business, but I do plan in the future, and I have a lot of stories I want to write about. So I'm just putting them online. Well, not, you know, on a website, but on probably a Microsoft Word document. You know, just putting out ideas, outlines, and shit. But that's mostly the reason why I haven't been uploading, because I've been focusing on my stories. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. This is Bizkit. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and see you probably next week, only on Comic Book Talk. I haven't used that in a very long time. Anyway, see you guys later. Bye.